What up, guys? It's your homeboy LocsNLoad Firearm Reviews here today. Today, guys, I'm here to talk about a good budget option for a red dot system. And this one is really great if you plan on doing a lot of CQB close-in shooting and you need some quick target acquisition when you're firing your firearm. So this product is brought to you by Lucid Optics. Alright, this is Lucid Optics M7 Red Dot with their patented reticle in there, which we'll get into more later. As you can see, it's a nice skeletonized lightweight red dot. Comes with several different mounts, so if you want like an absolute or a lower 1/3, and I think this one is a little bit bigger than lower 1/3 because it comes with 3 mounts. So this one is the tallest one, which I really like, so I don't have to crank my neck down as so much. So I like how I can sit up freely, and the red dot and the reticle itself I really enjoy, which I said I'll get into later. But that is the intro. What we're gonna do, we're gonna step out to the range as we always do because I don't want you guys to get bored. Take a quick peek at some of me shooting and using this red dot here. Then we're gonna step back in and we're gonna check out some of the features of this red dot and what you get with your money. And then of course we're always gonna close out with my favorite part. I just talk about things. So, see you right back here with me. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed the shooting portion of the video. Alright, so like I was saying, this is Lucid Optics M7 Red Dot. And one of the things that make this red dot special is the reticle. It uses the M5, the M5 reticle, which is proven to be 25% faster on getting on your target. And that is in part to the circle reticle, then the dot in there, and then I guess the arrows that it has in the reticle. I'll put up a picture so you can see what I'm talking about. It's a 4 MOA dot, so your dot is a little bigger than some of the other red dots, like your Hollow Suns that be 2 MOA, your Sig Romeos are 2 MOA, things like that. So that aids in the quick target acquisition because you have a bigger dot and then you have the circle reticle around there, so you just pretty much just fill the target in the circle and you're good to go. All right. More on the features. It has 11 brightness settings. It is night vision compatible, guys. So for you guys running nods out there, you can run this thing down to be able to run nods with it. It is also 1,000 hours of battery life. I said it comes in different mounts, so you can have absolute, lower 1/3. I think this one's a little bigger than lower 1/3. It is fog, water, and shock proof. It's rated up to 458 SOCOM. So if you guys want to throw it on those 308 pistols you can go ahead and it's gonna take it. It has a 1/2 MOA of adjustment and parallax free, and comes with a lifetime warranty. So that is something we all like to hear, lifetime warranty, because we break things around here. All right, so that is the features of this red dot. Oh yeah, I'm forgetting one more thing. It is made of, I want to say 63 T6 aluminum. If I'm wrong, I'll annotate it down there. I should have written it down, but I didn't. I asked Lucid Optics and they reached out to me, so thank you guys. So yeah, that is the features of this scope here. So far it's sturdy. I haven't had it move around. Just make sure you mount it correctly, because you can mount it incorrectly where it's not fully seated and then you're like, oh, my zero's off, but it's not the reticle. It's just because you didn't mount it the proper way. So make sure you do it the proper way. It's not too hard. Just a little piece over here just kind of freely moves, so make sure it's fully seated down and it's just not at like a little bit of an angle, because you're gonna lose your zero when you're shooting, which is what I went through. but then I got it fixed and the zero's been fine ever since. I've actually put it on several different rifles, and I've had my zero maintained the entire time throughout. As far as the battery, I haven't had any issues with the battery dying on me. I usually turn it off when I'm not using it just to save the battery. If it was like on a home defense gun, then I will leave the reticle running so I can use it when I need to. Well, I guess we pretty much just roll into the part where I just talk about it. Like I said, I put it on several platforms. I do like the mount height. I do like how it's a little bit bigger than 1/3. I don't know if it's a 193. It might be. Can't really confirm. But it is a little bit higher than a lower 1/3. At least the lower 1/3s I have. This one sits a little higher. And I still like that, because when I go, I had the stock and everything. It just comes up naturally a little bit easier, and I don't have to duck my head and crank my neck. And it is easier on your neck, because once you start doing this for a while, you really start to feel in your neck. That's why I swapped from having an absolute co-witness to lower 1/3. All right, and so far with this, I haven't had that neck issue. Everything's been fine. Accuracy's been fine for what it's for. You guys understand, it's a 4 MOA dot, not a 2 MOA dot. So out the distance, I can't take people nowhere. All right, so anyway, like I was saying, out the distance, you're not gonna be as precise as with like a 2 MOA dot, because the dot's a little smaller. When you get out the distance, like that dot can cover up your target, so you're kind of guessing as to where the target actually is, because the dot's covered it up at like, you know, like 300-400 yards type shooting. But for close in, like especially like 100 yards in, like this thing is really nice. Like, because like I don't have to necessarily use the dot when it's really close, because all I'm doing is just filling the target in the circle. And if I can get your chest in a circle, I know I'm gonna hit you in the chest. I don't necessarily need to put the dot right in the center of your chest. I just have to fill your chest with the circle, and then I'm good to go. And that's one of the things I really like about these particular optics. The optics with the circle and some kind of dot, whether it be the Lucid Optic M5, whether it be like the EOTech reticle, or whether it be the ACSS reticle, or like a standard circle dot reticle. I like those, especially for CQB shooting, because again, just fill that big circle with the target and let it rip, and then you're hitting what you're really aiming at that point, because you know, yeah. So I really enjoy the optic for that. It's just when you're stepping out the distance, you're not gonna be as accurate. Can you hit targets? Yes, you can, but it's gonna be a little bit trickier versus a 2 MOA dot. Besides that, all the dials work correctly, so when I'm at the range and I actually click, it actually moves down and moves over the way it should be. A lot of those cheap optics you'll get, a lot of times you start turning those dials and it doesn't actually move anything, and you're just kind of spinning dials. These dials actually work. Let's on the brightness setting, you know, like it doesn't get bright till like about like setting 8, and then like on 11, you know, 11 is daytime brightness setting, and yeah, I have no issue with that. Just pull it up. Yeah, I like the reticle on this one. All right, so that is the M7 Red Dot, guys. It's a good red dot. The MSRP value of this red dot is $309, so that means you can find it on the streets, meant for the streets, just like Future say, around probably $250 or a little bit lower. So I'd say between $220, $250 or so. Maybe you could get it cheaper if you know, look a little harder. But it is a good red dot, and it's really good if you plan on having something like this, 8.5, something real short and compact that you know you're going to be doing a lot of close-in shooting with. This red dot and reticle is perfectly suited for that mission. So guys, I want to give a thank you to Lucid Optics for sending out this red dot. Really enjoyed it. I actually really kind of fell in love with it. At first I was like, like reticle's kind of busy, but after kind of using it, I really do see the benefit in it, and it is really quick to get on target versus like my Sig Romeos or my alright, I got too much crap to think about, or my other red dots that have just a 2 MOA dot. So guys, if you're looking to pick this up, LocsNLoadFirearms.com. Yeah, YouTube's gonna trip if I put a link because it's a gun company. All right, so go down to LocsNLoad. I'll probably put the website in the video. They can't get mad at that. They just don't like links in the description box to the company, so you can check it out, pick one up if you like it. I like it. I'm gonna keep this one around, and yeah, and hopefully you guys keep around and keep checking in for more awesome videos by your boy LocsNLoad Firearm Reviews. Well guys, if you want to support, LocsNLoadFirearmReviews.com, get you a t-shirt. I'm a USCCA instructor. I'm gonna start dropping classes for CCW soon. It's gonna be mostly here in Florida, and then eventually I'll start branching out to you guys once I pick up steam and start figuring out how I want to run these things. If you want to get an instructor who's already good to go right now, I have that on my website. Those are recommended instructors that I think are certified, they're good to go, solid across the board. Any one of those people you're good with. If you want some of the products I've reviewed on the channel, like Lucid, LocsNLoadFirearms.com. Alright guys, thank you for watching the video. Please be safe. LocsNLoad out.